You have to learn to grow up on your own most of the time, even though it is painful. Do not rely on one person for your happiness. Doing so would leave you with nothing when they leave. Even in situations when nothing bad can happen, it does. It will go wrong in the most terrible way you can imagine if you are a so-called nice guy. Do not blindly trust. Instead, use caution. The concerns of your friends become your own. The more limited your social circle, the less unnecessary nonsense you must endure. Jealousy will naturally bring you down. Why should you be surprised? This is to be expected. A negative phase of your life can commence at any moment. Despite having caught numerous falls, you should never anticipate that someone will catch you when you fall. Getting into a thing is much simpler than getting out of it. People prefer positive feedback over negative feedback. Therefore, finding a confidant will be difficult if you have problems. Inflicting pain on someone will always be remembered. Even a small action can have far-reaching effects. If you fail to establish yourself as essential, you will soon find yourself without a job. Generally, individuals will interact with you based on their desires and selfishness. If someone states, "I am just kidding," after saying something, he or she always takes the stated matter seriously. Failing to rectify a misunderstanding promptly will result in it perpetually becoming the cause of distance. Anyone you care about could pass away. Always cherish them. Engage in a committed relationship. If you are not dating for marriage, you are dating for heartbreak. People can tell if you do not respect yourself, so do it anyway. There is never an easy way to do anything. Making daily financial savings is the best way to protect yourself. Compound interest has many benefits. In most places, respect is directly connected with one's financial situation. Though we cry over people, what about time? Time is irretrievable. It is of utmost importance, and eventually it will shape your identity. Good things. Do you visit the suffering and waiting for people? The journey may be lengthy and difficult, but it will be well worth the wait. Maintaining something always costs less than fixing it, be it a machine, a home, or a relationship. You will have the clearest vision during your wife's darkest moments. Your past hardships will make your future beautiful. Your accomplishments, well-being, and yourself will be taken into account. When you are in pain, your fear of getting the same pain again drives you to make the best choices. You need to create other sources of income because you might not be able to live comfortably on one. The majority of your worries are unfounded. Before retiring, attend as many funerals as you can emotionally handle and listen to. People will remember your character during that time, not the departments. Make sure you have a person in your life who is honest with you about things. People are drawn to you when you are yourself. Your goal is to improve yourself and do better things. The absence of someone in one's life does not necessitate their return. Rather, it is an integral aspect of the process of moving on. Generously is a good thing, benevolent and kind, but keep it to a certain extent or you risk being ignored. Be optimistic, but be ready for anything. Though others may wish for your success, it is not greater than their own. Regardless of your kindness and decorum, there will always be those who will speak poorly of you behind your back. You give up your dream when you work towards someone else's vision. The word no holds immense power and influence. Avoid trying to please everyone. The hardest moments of your life will be spent alone. Your wisdom, maturity, and fearlessness will grow during these times. No matter how kind you are to others, all they will remember are your missteps. It is necessary to leave things behind to get somewhere. If you don't, you will have a lot of regrets and grievances later on. It is truly a blessing that difficult circumstances bring to light the good things you would never notice. There is never a good reason to be impatient in life. Being patient pays off greatly. It may escape your notice, but your greatest vulnerabilities are the people you love. It does not concern you what other people think of you. It is unlikely that your future will be any better the longer you hold on to the past. There is 10 times more value in taking action than in reading and preparing. The finest teacher is experienced. While it takes time to develop trust, it can be destroyed in an instant. Fear steals the peace of today, not the troubles of tomorrow. Make difficult decisions without fear. Sometimes those are the best ones you could have made. Self-interest always exists in relationships. To put it another way, we are all undoubtedly selfish. Instead of listening to what others say, learn from their actions. Delay your response and anger until it has subsided. Anger results in actions and words that are irreversible. Anything you cling to will only increase your stress levels. Simply because you want something to happen a certain way will not make it so. Never ignore contempt. If someone treats you with disrespect and acts like you are not worth their time, you can expect negative emotional, social, and health consequences. Cut ties with them. Avoid lending money, as it can be taken from idiots for years, but it can be given to friends for a few days. Refrain from sharing too much. Confidentiality is key. You gave it your all in that situation, so do not look back and regret the past. Love people for who they are instead of what you think they should be. Take your time concluding. Use your discernment and let people show their true colors. If someone tells you something you do not want to hear, pay attention to them. Avoid self-pity. It can be harmful. Only tell friends about problems after solving them, no matter how hard. People will appreciate your performance if you conceal your weaknesses. Avoid showing any signs of weakness before them. The only person you can hurt by harboring resentment is yourself. You must be found. Nothing defines you better than time. Despite your efforts, time is the most powerful force. You can still smile even though you are having a terrible time. Pain is purely temporary. Initially, you sacrifice your entire health for wealth. After that, you spend all of your money on a single healthy day.